Welcome back to Tales of Symphonia.
Yay!
We got one last little side quest thing to finish. Well, yeah, technically finished. We're not gonna
Open up, old man. Wrench due.
we're not gonna go into what this unlocks until a bonus video way after this LP is over.
Open up, old man. Wrench due. You devil nut.
So yeah, the last Devil's Arm has been here this whole fucking time.
What the devil are you now, youngster?
Can we just take that?
I asked a fucking question. You better answer me.
I just want to imagine that the staff they're talking about is like Master Roshi's stick.
And that's a hard-ass stick.
He stops using that after Dragon Ball 2. I wonder what happened to that thing.
What are you talking about?
Not in Z.
No, he uses it in Z.
Filler doesn't count.
He doesn't use it as much in Z, but he still uses it.
That's true. I mean, he does use it in the Tournament of Power a lot. He beats the shit out of a lot of people with that stick.
Beat him with my stick!
No. See, Alfred would get destroyed by Roshi. Roshi would not give a shit about his alchemy powers.
The Crown of Earth.
Yep.
Fuck that crown. Piece of shit.
Backstory. The last little bit of backstory for Rain, which they don't really go into, which I guess makes sense that you don't really need to go into it.
Why are you saying this in front of everybody?
Because that's what this game does. It likes to foreshadow and hint things that never actually go anywhere.
No, I'm just saying, why are you saying it in front of the old man?
She already gave it to him anyway, not like he cares. So anyway, that's the last Devil's Arm. If you want to go figure out what it's supposed to do, you just go back down to where you fought Shadow in the Temple of Darkness. I would recommend against doing that right now, though, because you are going to die.
I would laugh so hard if a Bishian was right behind that door. Like, how did you get here? I walked.
I told you after you got that last one to come down here. I will drag you down there myself.
I got tired of waiting.
But I still have to fight the third sword dancer. Yeah, and whose fault is that you suck at killing it? Shut up!
I like to imagine a Bishian.
Things hard.
I like to imagine a Bishian's like Super Boo. He just gets increasingly impatient every time he has to wait. But for some reason, he gets increasingly impatient, but he doesn't do anything about it.
No, he'll do something about it. He'll eventually scream so loud that he tears through dimensions. Somehow.
No more waiting. Ah, Rock.
And then they never do that again.
The Nose Rock. You've been replaced.
God damn it.
Seriously, why is that even there?
Well, somehow Nosh is on the Rayards with us. I don't know how that works.
He's holding on with his teeth.
He's just like gripping around Lloyd. And Lloyd's just like, God damn it.
He's on the tail of the Rayard gripping with his teeth. It's like, why didn't you install seatbelts on this thing?
I don't know.
That reminds me of an awesome comic where they made fun of that. Like, they have Regal flying upside down. It's like, shouldn't you not fly upside down? Nah, it's fine. Then Regal falls off of it. because the Rayard's upside down.
God damn it. Okay, now, and then this was getting finicky. You can actually land in Ymir Forest from that with the Rayards, but for some reason it wasn't letting me do it.
I like the... You know what the funny thing is? I always went up to Mizuho in the airship. It's like, you're not much of a secret anymore. I can see you from up here.
I mean, I think at this point, after that whole scene of you talking to the chief, I think this is when everyone knows that Mizuho exists.
So like,
but right now it doesn't really matter, seeing as Seeing as Mythos kind of has the world, kind of has the seed, and he's gonna like destroy the world with it. Well, not really destroy the world, more like take it with him into space.
It's just like, I made this, Mythos. You made this. I made this. I memorized.
I mean, it's like
I memorized all the dwarven vows. Yeah, and they all suck. Oh. I had to memorize every single one, or I didn't get to eat.
Wow, Dirk's hardcore. Also kind of a dick.
Dirk's like, you goddamn right.
Like, did you memorize it? Nope, no dinner tonight. Fuck!
I've been sitting here for 3 days with no food or water. Have mercy.
How did you survive?
I drank out of the river.
I ate bugs. They're better than you think.
You have no idea how good a roach feels when it's cooked under a warm fire.
God. Get in there already. Why can't I land? There we
You
go.
gotta do it the old-fashioned way, you bastard. Quick jump.
Well, the game does allow you to quick jump after you've beaten this the first time, thankfully.
It's like, thank the Lord.
even though there's no real reason to do it, because you can just walk through it now that you got the damn fruit.
What was gonna make a campfire?
Like, wait a second. Elder, stop being a racist for 10 minutes, please. All I have to do is go in there, beat up Kratos, and leave, and then you'll never see us again.
It's like, oh, they're BFFs? That changes everything.
It's like, oh, what are they, are they your BFFs? Yeah. Did I not make that clear?
Yeah, you want me to explain the chat? It just reminds me of that episode of Fairly Godparents when Timmy turned cool and he had those bouncers with him.
God damn it.
Whenever they tried to hang on, it's like, you want me to explain the chat? No, I got this. Let's go ahead.
Damn it.
It's simple. You come with me, you come to the party, and then you're cool. Then we'll all be cool. It worked every time. And his friends are like, you're the new Timmy. Yeah.
God damn it. You remember the last time you fought him? Yeah, and the time before that? Yeah. And the time before that? Shut up already!
Shut up, Enrico. Yeah. Yes, wait, thank you.
Wait, I beat him the third time we fought.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, because he was holding back.
It's like, I beat him the third time. Yeah, but we were with you that time.
No, it's more like, yeah, but I beat him the third time. Lloyd, this will be the third time. Shut up! Beat him the second time. No, you didn't.
He was never good with math.
I didn't have my soul I didn't have my soul during the first time, so I don't remember.
Bullshit. You saw everything.
Well, technically, she didn't have her soul at that point.
But she mentions that she saw everything.
I know.
So she knows everything.
But she wasn't in our party when we fought him. Remember, she got kidnapped?
Kidnapped.
She was just kind of standing there watching us fight Kratos. Couldn't really do much of anything about it.
Just imagine Cloud with pom-poms the entire time. It's like, yeah, great, you're a glorified cheerleader.
I like to imagine Zealous is just mad at Kratos. He's like, damn it. Kratos is such an asshole. Why? Because everyone likes him more than me. Why? I don't know. Probably because you met him first. Oh, shit. I answered my own question.
No, he's like, man, why does Kratos do all the cool stuff? That should have been me.
I mean, well, you could have stayed and you could have actually been the chosen of your world. Yeah, I know, but that would require work.
You could have been a chosen of your world. I am the chosen of my world. Oh, well, sucks for you.
I mean, actually do your job. I did do my
Oh,
job.
well, sucks for you.
It's like, I did do my job. That's why you came to my world in the first place.
No,
Oh, right.
I was going to say, too early. It's too early.
No, you have to say no so that you can actually talk to her.
Actually, you know what?
I
you
hate
know what?
when the
I
game
actually
does that, by the way.
You know what? I actually forgot you could do that.
See, again, that's what I was gonna say. I hate when the game does this because I don't always remember to do it. It also makes me worried that if I do it, I'm gonna screw it up. I mean, you don't have to talk to everyone, but like the only person you have to talk to progress plot is Colette. But like usual, whenever you have an option like this, this can raise or lower people's affinity. Although at this point, it doesn't really matter.
It really doesn't. It's like which character do you want to have higher critical rates for?
I mean, the affinity meter thing only matters once you get to the Flanor balcony scene. After that, you don't really need it anymore.
Yeah, but you get better backstory when you do this.
Yeah, that's one of the things I like about the Tales series. That I mean, it's optional stuff, but at least it's not out of the way optional stuff for the most part.
Chase someone and grab him by the hair and then suplex the shit out of him.
I don't know. I don't think Lloyd would know how to do a suplex in the first place.
Get trained by Incineroar.
I mean, we fight animals that kind of look like Incineroar, so it works.
Oh man. Why are the wrestling characters in fighting games always the funniest ones?
I have no idea.
First you have Armor King First you have King, then you have Armor King. I was gonna say even before that you have Zangief.
And even before Zangief, you had Mike Hagar.
Well, technically he wasn't a wrestler, I don't think.
Well, he kind of acts like one. He's the world's most badass mayor. He goes out and beats whenever there's some problem in the city, he goes out and deals with it himself. Like a boss.
He suplexed Odin and Galactus.
Yeah, but Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is not canon,
Fuck
so...
it. He needs something in his life. He needs something.
And then me trying to find out where everybody is.
Those two kids are colliding with each other. Like they're literally trying to walk into the same spot.
They're trying to see if they can phase through each other or something. I don't know.
If we touch bodies, we can fuse into one. I don't think that's how fusing works. Shut up.
Don't we have to do a special motion to do that? No, we tried that. It didn't work.
It just made us look stupid.
It didn't make us look like anything because it doesn't work. I know.
It made us look stupid. How do you look stupid? Because we're children. I'm just gonna sit here and mope the entire time. Well, I stood up. That means I got something important to say.
Like,
and now I'm sitting back down.
I've been thinking, what if this entire thing, saving the world is actually being cruel and evil and like the world's gonna end anyway and we're just wasting our time? Dude, Persea, stop being such a pessimistic bitch.
It's like, what if this whole world anything is pointless and it's gonna end anyway? I'm like, that's literally the plot to Terminator 3.
That's literally not even that, but that's just like the same old tired plot point of what's the point if everything's gonna die anyway? Like, because it's the right fucking thing to do.
I'm just saying that's the exact plot to Terminator 3. Where are you going? Go back.
That's why nobody likes Terminator 3.
Where are you going? Go back.
Alright, I think I forgot to talk to Regal.
Oh, no, wait, oh, wait, I forgot. You can do this, too.
I haven't talked to Colette yet.
You almost forgot me, didn't you?
I just didn't want to save you for last, because then I might have missed something.
You got spiky hair. I feel like I'm gonna bleed if I touch it.
We've been over this. That doesn't work.
Yeah, but it's so hard. You literally impale fish with that thing.
You're thinking of somebody else, Colette.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Must be thinking of my own forehead. I like how Colette's hair has literally no motion at all. It's just one static. It's like just one static image. Like she could be looking down. She could be looking down at the ground, and her hair would just be in a straight line the entire time.
It looks like one of those. It looks like she's a model, and like her hair is just one solid piece of plastic that like attaches to the back of her head.
The funny part is that goes for Regal as well.
Any character with long hair in this game, actually.
That's true too. It's like we had hair physics by this point. That's not a strange thing.
Namco simplified all their models. That's why they look so. That's why half the time when they're on screen, they don't look. They look like they don't have mouths.
I'm just saying we had hair physics by this point.
Yeah, it's 2004. People weren't that good yet.
Don't look at me, don't look at me. Fuck!
GameCube was only like a year old at this point.
And then she's in the corner. Don't look at me, don't look at me. Fuck! This is supposed to be a good hiding spot.
I also like how every time that windmill moves down, if Sheena was like an inch taller, it would keep hitting her in the side of the head.
Nah, she's behind it.
I know, but it looks like it's just barely missing the side of her head every time.
And I have to decide if I want to stab the shit out of him or not.
Or we could just ask him to awaken Origin if he's the only one that can do it.
Well, we kind of did that already.
Yeah, but if we kill him, then he won't be able to awaken Origin anyway, so that's kind of a moot point.
Again, we already asked that question. He's like, nah, we gotta fight. Damn it.
Why? Because we haven't actually fought for real. Like Kratos, we fought 3 times. I was holding back all 3 times.
Bitch, mate.
How many times do I have to tell you that?
Bitch, please.
Holding back my ass.
He just does a pin smack.
It's like a Kaya Bridge 3.5 when it's. Wait, did we just skip my children? Ow! Just smacks him. Just slaps him and he loses 18.
No, I just remember when he just slapped everybody. When he turned.
No, that was the first part where everyone.
No, he turned perfect and slapped everyone.
Yeah.
Try to sleep.
I was talking about the second part.
What?
Okay.
Try to sleep.
Are you still up?
Okay, so this scene,
I couldn't
depending
really
on
get
who
to
you
sleep.
spoke to at Flanor,
The stars
has
are
a different
so
character
pretty.
show up. Unless you talk to
wanna
Kratos, in which
come see
case
them
then
with me?
you get this scene,
You don't get
regardless of if you picked Colette or not.
You skip this
Just for a
entirely if
little
you pick Kratos.
You do?
Yes.
I thought they gave you Colette anyway, regardless.
They do, but you skip this scene entirely.
Wow.
Okay. That I didn't.
Feels like they
That I
might come
couldn't.
falling
You
down
skip this
at
scene
any
entirely if you go
moment.
with Kratos.
Yeah.
I was planning on showing like the other 3 things of this, but then that would require me to go through an
feels
entire
strange.
dungeon and a half
The fact
3
that
times in a
I'm
row,
still
and I
here
didn't really feel like recording that.
You could have been lazy and took Logic's
How
recording.
come?
My grandmother told me that
I could have, but I didn't feel like it.
once I left on the journey to begin with the world.
It's easier to record all the Flanor scenes because they're all right next
when
to
I
each other.
talked
I
to you the
don't
night
want to
before
have to
leaving
play through an
Astoria,
entire dungeon and a half 3 different times
it
just to
would be
get
the
2
very
other
last time.
scenes.
That was my original plan, honestly, because
But I'm
that
still
last
here.
scene is not that difficult for me.
I can do it. I
That's
didn't
the
say
way
that's a
it'll be.
problem.
I can do it. I just don't feel.
I'm lazy.
It's like, I can do it. I just don't feel like it.
Crucius is gone.
Yeah, I don't feel like I get
Tomorrow,
tired of
when I
playing
win
through the
against
same
Kratos
dungeon and a
and
half
have him
6
remove
times in a
the
row. I'm sorry.
It's weird because I don't get like that, and I don't, and everybody calls me out on it. I'm like, why do you do
You
this?
don't
I'm
have
like,
to worry
it's
anymore.
fun. I'm sorry for
I
saying.
wasn't really calling you out. I was asking, how do you have the patience to do that?
I just do.
I have to.
That's fine. I mean, that's.
But he's your father.
We're surrounded by paper trees.
Like, Colette, didn't you just tell me you have to fight Kratos, and now, like,
He wants to settle the
that's
score with his
one
own
very
past.
minor thing that annoys me. Is like when you have
That's
a
what
whole
it
scene
feels
of
like to
people
me.
telling you you have to do something, and then when you finally start doing it, they all try to talk you out of it. Like, you just spent an hour convincing me to do this, and now you're trying to convince me not to
Yeah.
do it.
Well, to be fair,
And
it's
I
more
also
like,
wanna
are
settle
you
things
sure you
myself.
want to do this?
What do you mean?
It's like that episode
I've
of
spent this whole
it's like that
time
episode of
expecting you to
Pokemon
do
where
everything.
where Brock and Misty were
I just
convincing
took
Ash
it
to
for
let
granted
Butterfree
that you're
leave
the only one
and
who could regenerate
or
the
to let
world.
Pikachu leave
trusted
Pikachu
you.
in the forest with all the other Pikachus, and he didn't want to.
You didn't
So then when he
know.
finally does, they're like,
It's not your
"Dude, what the
fault.
heck? Why are you leaving Pikachu here? You spent the entire episode
besides,
telling him to do that."
I think that's actually a
Just like you
dubism.
promised you would.
I think
Huh?
that might be a
But
dubism,
because
actually.
of that, a lot of people
It might
lost
have
their
been
lives.
fun. It might have been. 4Kids likes to do
I
stupid
have
things
to
like
show
that.
their
Yes, they did.
sacrifices.
Uh,
For their
I'm
sake
so
and
glad that
mine,
company doesn't
I
exist
have to
anymore.
defeat the Kratos of the past.
unfortunately, I
I
wish.
mean, I feel bad for saying that because I'm sure a lot of people lost their jobs, but
Unfortunately, I
don't
wish I
think
could
it-
say the same about like the latter half of the Pokemon anime.
When this is all over,
the anime just pisses me off sometimes.
I hope the world becomes a place where
I mean, it's been
everyone can
fine
live
lately.
together.
It's been
almost
fine
like this-
lately. Just those earlier
When this
times were
journey
just
ends and
pretty
the world
goddamn
really
rough.
becomes like that,
I don't know. I heard that the
you
X and
going to
Y
do?
anime was decent,
return
and
to
that Sun and
Symphonia?
Moon's actually really good.
No, I
I
wasn't
don't think
talking.
I'm going
I
back
was.
there
I
again.
wasn't talking about that.
I
I
plan
was
to go on a journey to collect
the
all
latter
of
half.
these.
Oh,
This the latter half of X and Y I had
Xmas?
issues with.
Unless they're
Oh,
all
okay.
You know, when
true,
I actually get
there'll
to
be
the
more
Elite Four,
victims
and it's
you
like,
and Persea.
fuck you.
So I want to gather all of
gee,
them
it's
before
almost like
that
it runs on the
happens.
same formula over and over and
That's
over
my way
again.
of showing
And I
gratitude
think
to
Black
these
and White
guys
had a
for
similar
using their
issue,
powers
except
to
that was even more infuriating.
do you mind?
That's why Sun and Moon was such a big deal, because they actually finally broke the damn formula
What?
And then
to the
I
point where it was
continue to
actually
be by your
trending
side.
on Twitter because of
Just
how
like I've been
crazy
up
that
until now.
because people couldn't believe they actually fucking did
yeah,
it.
ESPN even tweeted about it.
Let's go explore the new world together.
10-year-old kid finally becomes Pokemon League champion 22 years later.
You want to know why it was a big deal though? Because I'll tell you why. In Black and White, when they got to the league part, you want to know what stopped them? Some asshole with pseudo legendaries.
I distinctly remember that. Even people that didn't normally watch the anime were just like, dude, whoever decided to write that plot is an idiot. They literally designed it to like, oh, he won, but we can't have him win, so we're just gonna make some random person show up at the literal last second to win just to make sure he doesn't win.
It's like this is literally
like
it's
really.
This is literally the game. This is literally the game. It's like this guy is literally just walked in with the. This guy is literally on New Game Plus.
He comes in with the strongest legendary of that gen, and then people are wondering, why did he lose? Gee,
No.
I wonder.
No. Here's what happened. It's like, oh, I'll just send out Pikachu, send out Darkrai. Fuck you.
It's like, where and when did you get that? Oh, I always had this.
Manages
It's
it.
like, bullshit.
Here's the worst part. Somehow manages to beat Darkrai. Go Latios. Fuck you.
Yeah. So he has both So he has 2 of the 3 legendaries of that gen.
Pseudo-legendaries.
Just so just to make sure he loses that.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
And X and Y happened, and it made Greninja lose to a fire type, and it's like, that just doesn't happen.
That's why that running trend got old after like 4 times of that happening. It's like,
Anyway. That just doesn't happen.
this is why the anime should follow the video game. This is why Pokemon Origins was a better anime.
Mm-hmm. That's why everybody kept saying, why can't this be the anime?
Also, I'm really hoping that they make a sequel to that with Gold and Silver.
Say again.
I doubt it'll happen, but it would be nice.
Say again.
Is that I was really hoping they would make a sequel to that with using Gold and Silver, but it doesn't seem like that's happening anytime soon, which is unfortunate.
I think they went along and did a Pokemon Heroes version where they just did the finale to each Pokemon entry.
I did also hear that apparently the manga is finally on its last chapters.
Something like
It's been running for like 20 years.
Something like that. It's mainly because I think it's mainly because the Pokemon Company didn't renew the license for it.
That or the author is just tired of writing it after writing it for like the 30 plus
That could
years.
be it too. Yes, thank you, speeding car going like 50 miles an hour on a 30 mile road.
Yeah. So anyway, now that we've done all of that, we can go to Torrent Forest, which is on the other side, which is to the right. But I'm making sure I didn't miss anything. Like I already got the dog.
Torrent Forest, my favorite, which has my favorite enemy in the game. Oh, it's Fuckhead. Are you going to Torrent Forest?
Yeah, we gotta go fight Kratos.
He's in the back.
Hey, honest, when did a freaking Final Fantasy element get in this game? Shut up! It's like the second most popular RPG franchise of all time. We're popular. Yeah, you're underneath Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. Deal with that.
We can't get Ionis in this world. That's why he went to space and got it.
Wait, doesn't it just kind of fall off there as Carlon? It is kind of just right up there. Like, no,
I'm afraid
can't really break off the...
that's not quite how it works.
It's also just because you can see it from down here, it's still kind of like billions of miles away. You can't just kind of climb up there and get a piece of a planet.
Just those. I like to imagine they just throw a piece down there. Fuck you, kid.
Mythos just sitting there.
Fuck this kid in particular. Throws Ionis down. Throws a piece of Ionis down on the earth.
Oh, so he's Kefka, where he just randomly decides to nuke a town whenever he feels like it.
I'll take shit from you.
I mean, he could. There's literally nothing else. We literally can't get up to that damn planet. Even though we probably could very easily just fly up there.
and not breathe.
Well, it's not in space. It's just like hovering above Earth's atmosphere, the planet's atmosphere. I want to say it's Earth. I don't think it actually is Earth, but
if it's like relatable to Earth, I'd say it's in the stratosphere at this point, which is like the in between. But it's like the in between of the planet and space.
Right. This is also as far as I remember, this is also the last reference to Tales of Fantasia, because the dungeon you go through to get Origin in Fantasia is the exact same dungeon as this one.
Isn't this the one you need directions for?
Yes. This is also the dungeon where half-elves can't join you because racism, so Archie just can't be in your party until you get to Origin and then find out that she was following you the whole damn time because Archie's badass like that.
Fuck the rules.
It's like, oh, I can't go through this forest. It's a good thing I have this magic broom that lets me fly over the top of the fucking forest and go in there anytime I want.
It's like, half-elves aren't allowed. Okay, just goes around. Shit.
I could literally just burn this forest. Like, I literally could show off that half-elves are evil by burning down this forest so we could find Origin faster.
I like to imagine that's how this conversation went. It's like, no, half-elves aren't allowed inside the forest. Okay, just goes around. Fuck. Didn't think of that one.
Like, or the entire time, like, the reason why Archie can't go in there is because they let is because they let Genus and Rain in thousands of years ago. I was like, God damn it.
Fuck you, ancestors.
Fuck you, great-grandma and great-uncle.
I don't even know your names.
Are you even actually related? I don't know.
I don't even know.
Probably.
It's like, I don't even know your names, and I hate you for it.
It's like, Archie, do you even know if you're technically related?
Nope.
I don't know. I'm a half-elf. Maybe. I probably am.
It's like, nope.
So anyway, next part we're going to go through the forest so we can go beat up Kratos.
And get stabbed in the butt.
God damn it.
Pickles.